Today I've come to Savill Gardens, and as you will see, this first garden that I'm talking about is actually the New Zealand garden. And a lot of the plants that you'll find are in the New Zealand garden we're used to planting in the UK as well. For instance, over here we've got the pittosporums, the purple pittosporum that lots of you even make into lovely ball-shaped plants for your own gardens. Coming across here, this is, I always thought, a fascinating one. It is Torara, and in fact it's a funny sort of thing. And in fact, if I nip around the garden, in fact I'm going to cut up through the garden, which the man has let me do. We come up here and we can see some of those really large. I've just shown you a small one of those, but here is a very, very large one. Just look at that, and it's lovely green all over it. It's nearly like a climber. It reacts a little bit like a climber. And what is unusual is that, of course, we expect New Zealand to be quite dry. These are like there's Poa down in the bottom here. Look, just growing there. Calensis. It's an interesting mix of plants. Piripia, Harica. Again, Phormium. Look, I mean, just look at that huge Phormium tenax, absolutely massive. And in fact, you know, as we take round here, we come round China Cloa, and these are a grass which goes a sort of orangey brown colour in summer. Does have a quite an interesting seed head on it as well. And a lot of the grasses are grown for seed heads. The other plant that, of course, we see in this garden are, yes, pampuses, which, of course, you know. Hebes over here as well. We mustn't forget them. More pittosporum. That's the variegated form that you're used to seeing as well. And down here, even geranium. Now, a lot of the geraniums are quite hardy. They'll tolerate incredibly dry conditions. Up here, we've got Griselinia. Now, Griselinia will grow as, remember, a suitable hedging plant. Can actually be trimmed. Will also tolerate particularly sea breezes and salt. Not forgetting, of course, our favourite cordyline that we're used to planting in gardens. Don't forget, when you buy a cordyline, let me just move back a bit, and it will give you an idea of how high they are. They're about 15 to 20 feet high. So if you plant one in your garden, just remember how large it will grow. So this is Savill Gardens in Windsor we're at, and you can visit the gardens. There are so many aspects of the garden to visit, but this section that we're in at the moment, we're just walking through again, is actually the New Zealand section. And in just a moment, we're going to go and find the summer garden and see how we get on with that. So let's have just a little wander. Here we go. Round here, there's so much to see here at Savill Gardens, and it really is worth a visit.